So now let's go over how to use the MoonDream Query function. I think this is a lot more useful than the caption function. So basically with the query function, what you're able to do is you're able to ask a specific question of MoonDream about the image that it's looking at and then be able to get much more specific results. So I have this picture here of Miami Beach. Isn't Miami Beach so lovely? And I want to be able to ask MoonDream questions about this particular picture. So I can go over here again to our script. So again, our workspace is open to wherever it is, whatever folder you want the workspace to be open to. Our model is going to be in that workspace, and the image that we're going to be looking at is going to be in the workspace. Down here, we're going to have a query. So we're going to say, what are people doing in this picture, right? So I'm taking a look at this, and I just want to know what are people doing in this particular picture. And so I can run this. I'll start to do the white boy dance, and then I'll do some jump cutting. Okay, after a little bit of white boy dance, we get a result back. In the image, people are walking on the beach, enjoying the beautiful scenery and the ocean. There are several individuals scattered across the sandy shore, some close to the water, blase blase, right? So this is kind of like, it can give you a caption, just like we saw with the caption function. But something else we could do here is I could ask like a different question. I could say, where is this picture, right? So if I'm just going through and I'm trying to categorize, some pictures are in the mountains, some pictures are in the city, some pictures are at the beach, I can simply ask it that particular question. I can then hit the run, do some more white boy dancing. There we go. We get the answer back. And where is this picture? The answer is beach, right? So it gives us that type of thing. I can also ask like for a specific response back. So I can say, if this is a picture of the beach, answer yes. Right? So again, we think about this with parsing, right? In order for me to be able to parse, I need pretty specific terms, right? So, you know, it could come back, like if I'm asking, you know, where is this? It could say the beach, or it could say maybe the seafront, or it could say right? It could say a lot of different things. So this is like, if it's a picture of the beach, simply answer yes, so that I have one thing that I can trigger an event off of. Go here. And we get our answer back. If this is a picture of the beach, answer yes. We simply get an answer yes back. And so that is something that is easier for us to be able to work with. The one thing that I will say with is yes, again, for troubleshooting purposes, we're going to have labs at the end of this whole series. When you get this yes back, it may actually be space yes, though. So basically, again, I was parsing and I couldn't figure out what was going on. I was like, you know, if yes or if whatever it was, do something. I kept failing. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And what it is for some reason it adds a white space to the beginning. So there's no white space here, right? There's no white space here. But for some reason it adds a white space. So again, white space word is not the same as word, and so I was running some issues with parsing because of that. So one of the things, again, even when you get back the result you think you're supposed to get back, make sure that this is actually what you think it is. Again, for me, I had to trim out, had to strip the white space around it, and then I just got the yes back that I could actually do something with. Again, that's one of the quirks, you know, with how MoonDream operates. Now when we take a look at the script itself, it's a lot like what we've seen before. Import MoonDream as MD. From pill, import image, the model, again, make sure .mf or .gz, make sure it's in the right location. The picture that we're going to be looking at, we're going to open it up as an image using Pillow. We're then going to encode it using MoonDream. We're going to have the query here. So basically, what question are we asking about this image? Answer equals model.query, encoded image, comma, query, and then I put answer here just to make my life a little bit easier. So this is actually going to come back as a dictionary, right? It's going to come back but it's going to come back as a one-value dictionary. So it's a dictionary, but just says answer and then whatever. So all I'm saying here is this dictionary that comes back, I only want the answer index of it. And so the answer is going to be that. I'm going to print out the query just so I remember what the hell I was asking. Then I'm going to print out the answer, and that's really all there is to it. So this is basically the same. We simply come down here to the query. In order to make it different, we add the query. So if you don't put this at the end, you're going to get a dictionary back. So then you would have to do answer basically, or you can do this just to kind of simplify your code, but that is the query function for you. So that's all there is to the query function. Again, go play with it to see how well it works for your particular situation, and then really be considering what answer do you want back that you can do something with. Again, so many times these technical projects, you do something, again, technically very cool, but then functionally not very useful. So one of the things with this query function, which is nice, is you can ask MoonDream very specific things, but you're going to really have to think about like what question do you really want to ask and what response do you want to be dealing with, and that's just one of those kind of trial and error things that you get to play with. But that's all there is to the query function of MoonDream.